Okay, got more questions and letters from you guys. So this one is about a fan that's struggling with being a K-pop fan. Basically, she's being humiliated by the people that she loves, including her family and her friends, about being a K-pop fan. So as always, she agreed I can use it as a topic for my YouTube videos, but for this YouTube channel, but I'm not allowed to reveal her identity. So I'm going to read part of her letter. Okay, I'm emailing you because you provided some really good advice to those who wrote you a letter, and I hope you could help me too. Please be honest, but also be nice to me. I always try to be nice. A lot of times I feel embarrassed for being a K-pop fan. My parents at first thought it was a phase and just let me be. Now they have prohibited me from spending money on K-pop anymore. So she described the things that she used to buy and how her parents are now not allowing her to spend any money on that, including CDs or merchandise and or buying concert tickets. They think that it's weird and useless and childish. Even my friends find it weird. I have posters of my biases on my wall. My friends make fun of me. It has gotten to a point where I feel like I'm doing something childish. I'm beginning to wonder if it would be easier if I just give it all up. It's making me feel terrible. Instead of feeling excited and happy whenever someone mentions or talks about the group that I like, now I get embarrassed and sad. I just honestly feel like there's a lot of stigma around K-pop. And that at this point, it feels like the bad things I associate with K-pop are outweighing the good. And I don't know if that's my stupid, anxious mind or not. Do you have any practical suggestions on how to deal with these feelings? I really enjoy K-pop, but I don't want to feel this way anymore. It would mean a lot to me. Okay, number one, I'm not a professional, don't have any kind of professional credentials when it comes to dealing with mental health, emotional issues, or anything like that. So please, if you're going through something serious, or if you think it's going to lead to something serious, especially if it's affecting how you progress personally, your happiness, then talk to a professional. Talk to your parents, talk to your friends, talk to a counselor in your school, or talk to somebody that you have a more intimate relationship with, somebody that really knows you and can give you an advice that's more customized or applicable to your situation and to your personality. I am not that. I don't know you at all, and as I've said, I don't have any credentials. So this is like more a general opinion, and since you asked for it and you asked really, really nicely and shared some really intimate and private information about the things that you're going through, so these are my suggestions. Okay, number one is you need to give them a chance. Give these people a chance. But the only way you can give them a chance is if you open up to them. Tell them how you feel. You need to communicate with them because obviously they don't know. If these people really care about you, your family, I'm sure they do, your friends, they would be concerned about how you feel and they would consider your emotions important. So maybe they aren't really thinking about how they're making you feel. We do that all the time, not all the time, but we do that sometimes, right? When we're doing something and we're not really thinking about how that thing that we're doing is affecting other people, we think it's just a joke or we're just teasing each other or whatever, but we're not aware that it has a dire effect on the other person. So I think probably they're in that state where they're doing those things, but they're not really thinking about how they're hurting you. And you need to give them a chance. You need to tell them. And I know it's easier said than done because not everybody is verbally communicative, right? I'm one of them. I don't always know how to say or communicate my emotions, but you need to give them a chance. For them and for you as well. But don't judge them, don't humiliate them, don't embarrass them for the things that they have done, because you know how it feels to be humiliated. You know how it feels to hurt or to be hurt by somebody that you care about. Don't do to them what they're doing to you because you know how bad that feels. So just talk to them, tell them that this is something that you really like and you really enjoy, and it's not like it's possessing you or something, but it does hurt when they humiliate you about it or when they joke around. So I'm not saying set like ground rules on what they can or cannot say, but tell them like, just be a little sensitive. It hurts. I like these things, right? It's like if you're passionate about Kobe Bryant or the Lakers or LeBron James, and somebody trash talk LeBron James, it hurts. You know, you want to fight for the things, for your idol or for the things that you like. It's the same thing for you. It just so happened that it's not sports or it's not whatever, it's music and it's K-pop. So give them a chance for them and for you as well. Tell them, talk to them, explain to them how K-pop actually helps you get through difficult times, and that maybe it is something temporary. Maybe you'll get over it, but for now, you enjoy doing it. It makes you happy, and I am very sure they would want you to be happy. Number 2 is don't make being a K-pop fan your entire identity. You remember that you're also a lot of things. You're also a daughter, you're also a friend, a student, and maybe you have a hobby or a passion that you want to pursue. Be all of that and use K-pop as an inspiration. When you make K-pop result to something good, not to something bad. Stay focused on yourself and stay focused on yourself and make K-pop the inspiration. And once they see you progressing, once they see you becoming happier, becoming more successful in your own terms, they will know that whatever it is that you're into, it works. Remember that that aside from that art and that craft, you live a life, a very real life, with the person that cares about you and with the people that care about you and the people that you care about. So aside from being a K-pop fan, also be all of that. Be a good daughter, be a good friend, or at least the best that you can be. Be the best daughter that you can be the best friend that you can be the best student that you can be. And it doesn't have to be the best among the best, but just the best that you can be, just by your own standards. Number 3 is ask them about their life too. I know how exciting it is to be able to talk freely about your idols, about the comebacks and the single and the music videos. But what about the people that you love? Ask them about their day. Ask them about how they feel, about their own hobbies, and be interested in how that's making them feel. So that's one way of making them realize that you're not just all about K-pop, you're a lot of things, yeah, right? You're a lot of things, and K-pop is just one of the things that you like and that you enjoy. But more than that, more than being a K-pop fan, you also value the relationships that you have, because those are the things that really matter more. Number 4 is, you did say that sometimes you feel like the negative things is now outweighing the good things that you get from K-pop. So maybe take a step back and give it a rest, and then think about whether or not is it still worth it. Is there something better you can use your time with rather than K-pop? Because once it doesn't make you feel happy anymore, then it's not worth it. But as long as you will, if you do decide to give it up under your own terms, not under somebody else's terms. So maybe take a step back, just give it a break. Don't listen to any music or videos or whatever for a month, for a week or two, and then ask yourself, is it still worth it, or is life better without it? That will make you even more objective, and that's going to allow you to answer the question, is it still worth allowing K-pop to be in your life? Because to remember, it's your choice. It's your choice that K-pop is in your life, but you can always give it up anytime that you want. Number 5 is show them the good effects of K-pop in your life. Show them how positively it is affecting you. And you don't need to exactly enumerate it. You don't need to be very direct about it and come to them and say, hey, this is how K-pop is this is what K-pop is doing to me. Although you can do that, you can do it that way if you want. But it is better to show them how happy you are, how positive you are, how more progressive and more productive you're becoming, because K-pop is in your life. Once they see you progress, once they see you becoming more happy, once they see you have a more that you have everything more together, to call that more, that you have your life more in control, then they will realize, okay, whatever it is that she's in, it's working, it's good for her. So show the effects, not necessarily K-pop. Show them how K-pop is affecting you positively in your life. Next is, if you don't have anybody within your immediate vicinity, you can always go online and search for a good and positive community that you can be in. Don't, of course, I wouldn't necessarily, because you're in a very sensitive status emotionally, I wouldn't suggest like Twitter or something like that, because there's just so many, it's just a messy world. But you can always find like a good community, positive community that talks about K-pop, just because of the quality of the music, or the quality of the art, or the quality of the music videos, and not because of the personal lives of the artists and stuff like that. So it's rare, but you will find a community like that. And the trick is that you can always turn things off. If you do find the community and then eventually the community doesn't do you any good, it will always be up to you to shut them off. You just disconnect and that's it. But I guarantee you there are people out there that you can connect with. Be very, very picky, but there are people out there you can connect, communities and forums that you can join, that are just talking about the artistic quality of K-pop and the positive things about K-pop. And last is that take comfort in the fact that you are not alone. There's a lot of people out there who are humiliated for liking K-pop, but do remember that it has nothing to do with you. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with the person that's doing the humiliating. If people out there are judging you for the things that you like, especially for something that they do not understand, it is not worth listening to. It is not worth listening to, especially if they're malicious. There are people that are just, I think, like your parents, I'm pretty sure it's not malicious, whatever it is that they might be doing it the wrong way, but it's not malicious. I'm pretty sure they have your best intentions at heart. But there are people out there who are just malicious. They're ignorant and they know it and they don't care. Or worse, that they actually know they're doing something wrong, but they do it anyway. So you're not alone, but do know that it has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with the people that are doing the humiliating. But as I've said, be very, very wise on how to determine who are those that are actually malicious and those that are just not aware of the effects that they're bringing, that they're causing you. Okay, so I hope that helps, and write me anytime, message me anytime if you want. If that helps, I'm always here.